and welcome to another edition of our journey to financial freedom. I am Sheila Wilkinson-Sanders, and I'm coming to you today with another topic that has been coming up more frequently lately. Many times it comes up because people come to me and they say, Sheila, I want to be like you. I want to be able to retire early. How are you able to do that? But more recently, I've had people who have just been talking and saying that they could not retire early because they would lose money. And I've had this discussion with so many people that I feel like I need to put this out there. And so when I ask people to explain, they say, well, if I retire early, even though my company will allow me, and even though I am fully vested and I'm in a position where I can retire, if I retire now, I would lose money. And as I ask them to explain, they say, well, I will get less money if I retire now than if I retire in 5 years or 8 years or in 10 years. And I always have to stop and explain to them that that is not true. That even though you get less money each month, over your lifetime, you're actually going to get the same amount, or in many cases, more money if you retire now as opposed to if you retire later. People get into big arguments with me. I tell them to go to their actuary, ask them to give it to them in writing, and show them the numbers. But I always get this argument from people where they disagree with me about that. So let's just take a moment and let me show you what I'm talking about. So let me illustrate for you exactly what I'm talking about here. It's always easier if you actually see numbers on paper. So I'm going to show you on my screen. I am the Excel queen. I'm always using Excel files. So I'm going to show you an example here on the Excel screen. And this is the numbers that I'm using are just simple numbers to give you an example so you can I can illustrate for you exactly what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's assume that at retirement, for this particular fund, for your retirement fund, you would get $1,000 a month. Okay, just so it's simple numbers, the round numbers that everybody understands. And let's say that the actuarial assumption is that you are going to live until you are 85. All right, so let's just put that here somewhere. And under normal circumstances, you would retire at 65. So that means that the assumption is that you are going to, let me just put it all in here so you'll see it. You're going to receive funds for 20 years. Yes? All right. So, there are, just widen this a little bit. There are 12 months in the year. So, we take 12 times, what happened? Sorry. So we take 12 times the number of years expectancy. That means that you are going to get 240 payments of that $1,000. Yes? So that means over your life, till you retire, till you expire, you're going to get $240,000. All right? Again, these are just round numbers just to illustrate what I'm discussing here. All right? We're all good with that? But let's say that you decide, or you're given the option to retire early at the age of 60. All right? So, your employer says, so you're going to die at the same, assume that you're going to die at the same age, which is 85. But your actuarial study says to you that you're not going to get $1,000 a month. You're only going to get $850 a month. And this is where everyone gets all antsy and all, oh my God, I'm not going to get as much money. Okay? Well, you're not going to get as much money per month because you're going to get it for a longer period of time. Yes? So, if you retired at 65, you would get that payment for 20 years. But because you're retiring early, we're just going to copy down these formulas. In fact, we're just going to copy them down all the way across. And then we'll go through it. So instead of getting $850 a month for 20 years, you're going to get $850 a month for 25 years. Yes? That means that's 300 payments of $850 as opposed to 240 payments of $1,000. But look over here at the total amount that you receive. If you retire at 65, you get more per month, but for a shorter period of time, so you only get $240,000. However, if you retire at 60, you actually get more money, not less, more money. And in most cases, and you're saying, okay, Sheila, how did you come up with that, $850? Okay, I just sort of rounded it, but generally speaking, with inflation, cost of living, the assumption is about 3% per year. Okay, so 3% per year. Yes. Okay. And so we have here a difference of 5 years. Yes. So that's 15%. Yes. Make that a percentage. Okay. And so 15%, I'm just going to put this all here so I don't want anyone coming and saying, Sheila, you just made up some numbers. I didn't. Is $150. Take the 1,000, subtract out the 150, you get the 850. So that's where I got the 850 from. Okay? Generally speaking, if you go to your employer and you ask them to give you an actuarial analysis of your retirement fund and give you assumptions of retiring at certain ages, you will find that retiring early, and this is before compounding, this is with no interest, all right, but you will find that you will get equal to or more retiring early than waiting to a later age to retire. Now, this does not take into account the fact that you will still be getting your income from your employer. So yes, if you retire later, you do have that income per year from working. So if you make $50,000 a year or $75,000 a year, you would have that income that you would add on, of course. But as far as your retirement fund goes, you aren't losing money by retiring early. So I hope that helped. I hope that this information was beneficial to you. I want everyone to live their life to the fullest. We have so many people, I don't know if it's that I'm getting to that age, but, every day we're hearing about folks that are dear to us, folks that, we have been in their lives and they've been a part of our lives that are dying earlier than we expect. So I say to people, I encourage you to live your life the way that you want to live your life. Now, if you love working and you want to work as long as you possibly can, like, Herb Kent, he worked all the way up until the day before he died, then so be it. Keep working. But if you want to be able to live a full life without having to get up and do a 9 to 5 every day. Please talk to your actuary, talk to your financial advisors, be an informed consumer. Make a decision based on knowledge, not on your gut. I hope this has been beneficial to you. Remember to stay faithful. Remember to stay focused. Remember to stay committed. I'm Sheila Wilkinson-Sanders, and I hope you have a wonderfully blessed and supreme day.